Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine. It's Connor AA, and this is your preview for the Chelsea versus Manchester City game, which will be taking place tomorrow evening, 5:30 PM kickoff at Stamford Bridge, and I will be at the game as well. A massive clash, a huge game. Really looking forward to the game. We need the win because obviously we lost to Wolves. It was a disaster. We had to win that because now we've left ourselves in a big situation. We're in deep trouble. We have to win this. It's near impossible. Man City have been outstanding this season. We all know they're 10 points above us. They're still unbeaten. They've been fantastic this season. But it's going to be, we have to put up a big fight. The fans have to play their part. And hopefully Sarri gets it tactically correct and the players perform. The players have to turn up if we have any sort of chance to get anything out of this game. But it's going to be a good game. I want to look forward to it. Hopefully you guys are as well. But obviously, as it's a preview, you know how it works. So go over the opposition background, opposition information. Then I dive into Sarri's press conference, what he said in his press conference. And then I finish off with the lineup, my pretty lineup for the game. Now, getting into the background information, our Man City, as you can see, are first. They've been outstanding this season, 41 points, 10 points ahead of us, Chelsea, who are sitting fourth. From 15 games, they're still unbeaten this season. They don't look like losing. They've been so good despite their injuries, despite Kevin De Bruyne being out. They've still been fantastic. Bernardo Silva, world-class players, filled them beautifully. Aguero has been missing a couple of games, but no problem. Jesus has got it covered. They've got so much squad depth and world-class talent all over that squad. And it's what Chelsea want to be in a couple of years. Remember, this game is the master versus the apprentice. We want to be where City is within a couple of years or within 18 months. This is why we brought Sarri in. It's for the long-term project. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this game pans out. We want to see where we are when it comes to City. Are we miles off or are we closer than we think? So it's going to be very interesting. Now, if you look at a lineup, it's very similar to Sarri. Pep Guardiola, very attacking possession style football, one touch, two touch, very similar to how we play. 4-3-3 formation, as you can see. Aguero and De Bruyne and Benjamin Mendy are out for this game, which is a massive bonus for us. But Man City, the amount of depth they have, it's going to be very difficult to counter them. The thing is, they're basically how we play, but they're masters at it. They work 110%. They've got better quality players who suit the system even more. They're fullbacks. Benjamin Mendy, usually, and Kyle Walker, perfect for the system. Loads of pace, take on play. They're basically another winger, and defensively they're relatively solid as well. So world-class fullbacks. Luckily, Mendy's not playing for this game, but in a Pep Guardiola system, the fullbacks play as basically inverted midfielders, so they tuck in a little bit to basically help out the midfielders. Fernandinho drops deep, and then you've got Bernardo Silva and David Silva who are pulling the strings left, right, and centre. And then you've got the sheer pace of Sane and Sterling, the sheer prowess, and they're just fantastic. Aguero's been injured, but Jesus has been doing quite well, so Jesus will be playing, I presume, for this game. Laporte has been one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League. Ederson's been really good as well as Vincent Kompany, John Stones, etc. So they've got so much world-class talent across the squad. But the fullbacks, they act as another wingers, and they can also act as inverted fullbacks, basically. So they tuck in a little bit. The midfielders sit deep. Fernandinho is basically their DM, pretty much. They don't really have a register in their system. So they play, it's slightly different to a Sarri system, but in some ways it's also very similar. We both like to play attacking possession football. And the way we have to counter this, our fullbacks have to be on form. Defensively, they have to be solid. And also they have to be bombing forward constantly taking on their players, and their crossing has to be on point. Our crossing this season has been atrocious. Now, I would play Emerson for this game only because Alonso's been dreadful for the last couple of games. Emerson's got the pace, and against informed Sterling, you don't want to put Alonso, who's terrible at positioning and defending, and always has to get David Luiz to cover him. I would put Emerson, who's got the pace to recover, but also to bomb forward. I've seen him in Europa League, take on players, dribble pass, assist Hazard. This will make Hazard, tuck in a little bit and make him more of a goal threat, because with Alonso, he's always forced out wide, drifted out wide, and he's not a goal threat anymore. This is an issue, and when you have a world-class player like Hazard, that's the last thing you want to do, making him drift out wide. So Emerson would be a perfect suit for this game. That's what I would go for personally. I would drop Alonso. And if you look at their past results, like I said, they've been unbeaten, beat Man United, beat Watford in midweek 2-1, beat Bournemouth 3-1, drew to Lyon in the Champions League, beat West Ham 4-0. So they're picking up the points, they're continuously winning, and even without their talisman De Bruyne and their best striker Aguero and Mendy, they're still picking up the points. A bit of an advantage to us, but they're still picking up the points, and I'm not very confident for this game. I'll be honest, I'm not that optimistic. Many fans would agree they were expecting a loss, but on our day, if the players turn up, you never know. It's as simple as that. That's regarding the Man City opposition information. Now, getting into Sarri's press conferences, quite a bit he said. Now, he was basically saying that everyone knows how difficult this game will be tomorrow against a team he considers to be maybe the best in Europe. But he knows anything can happen on day, just like I said. He then wants to say that it is normal to have some difficulties with a new way of playing. Obviously, we're still adapting to the system. He says we need to work to solve the problem by problem, day by day, and improve. He then went on to say that when we face the first difficulty in games, we haven't reacted as a team, but rather as 11 players doing 11 different things. He adds we need a collective target. This is perfect. Now, when things are going tough, we revert back to always under Conte, where we start to panic, we don't play our normal game, and this will basically delay the process. You have to be, even if you're losing, you still stick by your guns. You don't change because it'll just make it longer to adapt. That's what he's basically saying, what he means by that. He then wants to say that he knows very well we would have to have difficulty sooner or later because we need to change the mentality of 25 players, something which doesn't happen quickly, but when you find a solution, something great is possible. And finally, he went on to talk about Marcos Alonso. There are no injury updates, by the way. He did confirm there are no injury updates. That's really, really good from our part. He said he does not think that Marcos Alonso is tired, having only played league games this season. He says left back was better in the first half at Wolves, but had difficulties in the second half. He'll make a decision on the selection after training today. Like I said, I'll personally go for Emerson. It is Sarri. He sees the players are training every day, so we don't know completely. But that's basically wrapping up Sarri's press conference. Like I said, no injury updates. So it's going to be a 50-50 whether Emerson or Alonso plays. I was surprised Emerson wasn't on the bench against Wolves. But we have to bounce back from that poor performance against Wolves. Now, getting into my predicted lineup, here is my predicted lineup as I've got up right now. Kepa, Arifa, Balaga in goal. Emerson left back, Azpilicueta right back. Two centre backs of David Luiz and Antonio Rudiger. Three midfield of Kante, Jorginho pivot with Mateo Kovacic as that number 8 position. Three up front of Hazard, Pedro and Olivier Giroud. That's the team that I want / what I predict Sarri will go for. If you do agree, leave me in the comment section below. What's your predicted lineup? Also, I want to see what you guys think. What's your score prediction for the game? I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I want to be optimistic. It's probably going to be a Man City win. It's either going to be a 1-1 or a Man City victory. I can't see us winning. I'll go for a 1-1. I'll be optimistic. Hopefully, we somehow pull out of the bag and win, but I really can't see. I'm going to go for a 1-1. Leave me your score prediction and your predicted lineup in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.